going to have a chat about a yin wood element. And if you would like to skip this part, please welcome to move directly to minute number 5. Let's look deeper into the wood element and what it brings to us. So according to traditional Chinese medicine, the element of wood is associated with spring. And yay, the spring is here. I love spring. I love all the energy which is awakening up. So we have a more sun with its nourishing energy, and it's a time of growth, of expansion, of reborn and renew and starting a new cycles. We hear the birds singing and plants blooming, and you feel all the energy around. It's also a time of love. You see all the animals, they mating and cuddling, and even we humans, we feel this vibrant energy of love and we want to be together. It's also a time of magic. Just imagine that little seed which has been buried under the layer of snow is now ready to make its way through the obstacles, breaking its hard shell and rise up towards the sky to be what it meant to be, a plant or a tree, a blossom tree. And this is the will for your life. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now, what we can take from energy and the reflection to us is definitely the willpower, that essence of life and the pure potentiality, because we ourselves are a field of pure potentiality. So for us it could be also a time of expansion and internal and personal growth. In terms of meridians, the wood element is associated with liver and gallbladder, and these two organs are actually responsible for all metabolic process within our body and as well the energy flow. Now imagine that in the winter we eat more heavy and fatty food, and it will be great to give our liver and gallbladder a time for detoxification. You can do it through the yoga practice, or you can do it through your diet by taking a detox, or maybe an intermediate fasting would be a great option. They also say, according to the Chinese medicine, that in the liver there is a home for our soul and of our chi energy. Now we have a look what happens to the person which has a balanced wood element. So this person acts with compassion, with kindness and gentleness. The person also has a strong vision because it's rooted down and has this stability, and they are ready to make changes. They're also patient. The person which has imbalanced wood element will act with frustration because they don't have this vision. They don't know where life is leading to, and that can lead up to anger and depression. Well, so we are now ready to maintain spring energy, and I will meet you on your mat. Hello, I welcome you here again back on my yoga mat. For my practice, I'm certainly going to use some paddings for my knees. It's good to have a block on your side, maybe a couple of books, bolsters or pillows. We're going to start to soften your gaze. I like to put one hand on my chest to connect with my heart, the other hand on my belly. And And I'm bringing attention to my heart, just feeling that love and kindness and compassion for myself, bringing it to my breath. Life exists only in this present moment. There's nothing happened in the past, and nothing will happen in the future. If you have any intention which you would like to put into your practice, please feel your attention and maybe repeat it for a few more times. Feel your attention with your heart. Beautiful. Slowly we're going to move into our first pose, which is going to be a narrow knee child pose. In the case you're struggling to put your seat bones on the heels, please feel free to sit on the block, book, or maybe put a cushion underneath. Also feel free to explore your options in supporting your head or your chest. Use your mindful breath to release any tension on your body. All your muscles, small and large, they are completely relaxed and they melt down towards the surface below you. And slowly we're starting to waking up from the pose, and we move into wide knee child pose. Maybe in this stage you want to use a pad for your knees, so you're welcome to do so. And also what my students very like is having a support underneath the belly and then resting the torso on the ground. Again, for me, I feel really good just melting down towards my yoga mat without using a props. In this little moment, you can experience a moment of gratitude to the Mother Earth. Thanks to the Earth for supporting us. You can let go of any tension when you're melting down to the ground. slowly we're starting to make our way up towards the seat. Maybe you apply a little bit of back bend, lifting up your chest and look up towards the sky. We're going to draw our knees together. We now move into ankle stretch. This pose might be discomfortable for your ankles, so you're welcome to use any padding, support, towel or blanket. Gently we start rocking the weight of our body backwards while holding our knees. Inhale fully into your belly and exhale. After your next exhale, softly land your knees on the ground, remove the props. Just pop into tabletop pose, make your alignments, and we're going to draw our hips back and up to downward facing dog, just for a little stretch. Make sure that your feet are hip distance apart, palms are shoulder distance apart. Make any movements your body feel needs to be done before slowly walking your hands towards your feet. Your knees are bended and we're going to grab our elbows. Soften the belly and let it drop down towards your thighs. You're welcome to bend your knees as much as it feels good to you. This gentle stretch for the lower spine helps to loose the hamstrings and warms up the quadriceps. It also gives a compression to the stomach and internal organs and massage our vital organs. Releasing the hands to the ground and step your feet about mat distance apart. Then dropping the pelvis down towards the mat, we move into a yogi squat. Make sure you're pressing down the outer edge of your feet. We straighten the spine, opening in the chest. The hands comes together into Anjali Mudra, and begin softly opening the knees by pushing the elbows against. Lift your chest when you inhale and exhale fully. Now ground your seat bones to your yoga mat and stretch your legs in front of you. Plant your palms behind your hips, fingers pointing front, and maybe apply a little bit of back bend by lifting up your chest. Well done. Transforming into butterfly, take the soles of your feet towards your center and then open wide your knees. Having an extra support for your legs is a very good option, as well as sitting on the bolster, as long as we're reaching our target, which is groins. Inhale, and as you exhale, you allow your body to fold forward. Let the head to drop down and gravity to take you Of course, if you feel any tension behind your neck or your lower back, you're more than welcome to use any props like bolsters or cushions. In the order to press, stretch, and contract the meridians, we need to allow the muscles to completely relax. Only then we really can work with deep connective tissues of fascia, and we targeting our joints and ligaments. Stay receptive to any response of your body as you soften and you're melting down. We're going to take one more last deep inhale directly to the back of our heart, opening the ribcage and the spine. And as you exhale, you slowly walk in your palms. We're going to draw our knees together, spread our feet about mat distance apart, and place the hands behind our back, fingers pointing front. Now we're going to dropping the knee side to side. Maybe you want also apply a little bit of back bend by lifting up your chest. And then I like to bring my knees towards the chest and give them a little hug. Getting slowly out of our shapes as well as a time for rebounding. It's as important as the shapes itself. Now we're taking it into half butterfly pose. Starting by bringing the left heel towards the center and stretching the right leg on side. Make sure that the leg is completely relaxed. If you have a tight hips as me, use a bolster or block to sit on. And as well, if you have tight hamstrings, you can support your knee. As long as we're reaching our target, which is, as I'm just showing, an inner thighs for your liver and side of your body and rib cage for gallbladder. Twist the torso towards the straight leg. With your exhale, we walk in the fingers towards the straight leg. Remember, we go to our edge with the forward fold and then we pull back by 10%. Inhale, and as you exhale, you just let the gravity to take you down. Allowing your spine to curve, dropping your head down and relaxing your neck. Your hands again are in any comfortable position. If you feel a lot of tension underneath your neck at this stage, please feel free to use any props to support you on your journey of relaxation. Slowly and gently moving into the side stretch, bring your right arm in front of your right leg. I also like to support my head here in this stage. And now we're going to bring the left arm, dropping it behind the head to give a stretch to the left side of your rib cage. With the next exhale, swing both arms in front of you and relax them on the ground. Once again, you're more than welcome to use any props which helps you to support the body and deepen your relaxation. Remember, when you're not reaching the floor, you can always make the floor to rise up and support you. Yin is always a slow practice, so it's easy to get distracted with your thoughts. If that happens, you can always come back through your breath. Last in-breath to the back of your heart. And as we exhale, we're starting to walk our fingers towards our center, waking up the spine, vertebra after vertebra. We're going to open through the chest and maybe a little bit drop head down. Slowly we move into the next counter rebounding pose, which is also a twist pose called deer. So I'm going to take my right leg behind and place my heels towards my right hip. And then I'm going to twist my torso towards the left side. It's also very good in this pose to put a cushion or bolster underneath your elbows. I'm just showing that we're targeting now a gallbladder meridian, which is running along outer side of your legs and then the rib cage. Noticing your breath, watch it closely without making any changes and without any judgments. Just be there with your breath. Hear it, feel it, sense it. Just be. Following the pattern and direction of your breath without any judgment. Be simply an observer of your own and automatic breath. Be right here and right now, as you are an observer of your own experience, as your body is being breathed. And very slowly and gently, we start to peel our torso off from the ground. Again, be nice and kind to your body. Open both your legs wide. Again, for tight hamstrings, you can use a support underneath your knees. And as well, if you have a tight hips as me, I recommend you to sit on the bolster. We're going to walk front. So what I like to use a cushional block. You can explore the posture just to try find your pose, your shape. As long as we hit in our target, which is groins and inner thighs, Now make yourself comfortable in a shape. We always go to our edge and then be pulled back by 10%. Resting your hands, relaxing the shoulders and soften your neck. Relax through the spine and bring it back to your breath once you're happy with your position. And let the breath to do the work for you as you let it go. Yin is a process of letting go, relaxing in the present moment. Enjoy the quietness, and if you have a lot of thoughts, let them be. Accept these thoughts and then slowly let them go. Taking our last in-breath directly to the back of our hearts, opening the ribcage, and as you exhale, we start to walk our fingers towards the center, rolling the spine all the way up, bringing your knees towards your chest very softly and gently, and land your feet to be mat distance apart. Put your palms on the ground behind your hips, fingers pointing front, and then we're going to drop the knees side to side. Maybe you open the chest a little bit more by applying a back bend. And then we're ready to stretch our feet in front of us. Moving into supported bridge, I'm going to use my big cushion to support my back and drop all my spine down towards the ground. Allowing your arms to rest heavily on the ground and palms pointing towards the sky. If you want, feel free to take your legs back to butterfly. Bending the knees and take the soles of your feet close to your spine. Inhale fully and exhale with a sense of letting go. Slowly we will waken up the body. We're going to draw our knees together and peel off the chest from the ground, very slowly and gently. Getting into half butterfly for the other side. I'm bringing the right heel towards the center and straighten my left leg. Again, you're more than welcome to use any variation of the support underneath your knee, and also sitting on the bolster or block is optional. Relax your straight leg, twist the torso towards the straight leg, and with your exhale start to walk your fingers down and down. It's not important how further you get, and I'm demonstrating that you can use any optional support for your head. Just allow your spine to be curved and your body weight dropping down using the gravity. Allowing your muscle to soften, melting down your shoulders and your neck. Your chest is heavily resting and dropping towards your thighs. Inhaling the love for yourself, and maybe exhale with that sense of letting go. move into our side stretch. I'm going to put my left elbow on the bolster, or you can put it down to the ground. And then with inhale, we're going to rise the right hand all the way up and drop it behind the head. Just give a couple of deep breaths to stretch the side of our ribcage. And slowly I'm going to place both my hands in front of myself. We're going to move to forward fold, allowing your spine to curve, relaxing your shoulders and your neck. Your arms are resting heavy on the ground. Staying receptive to any thoughts, emotions, or responses of your body as you're beginning to soften. There is no right or wrong, no good or bad. You are exactly where you need to be in this present moment, this body, and now. Taking a last deep inhale, and as we exhale, we roll our spine, work our fingers towards our center. Maybe applying a little bit of back bend by lifting up the chest. Bending the front knee and bring the left heel underneath the left hip. We're going to twist, so I'm preparing my bolster. You take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, dropping your body towards your support, allowing your elbows and your torso to sink deep down. Feel free to explore the pose by positioning of your feet and as well the height of your chest. Once you have your shape and you're happy with it, just relax heavily on your bolster and allow all your muscle to soften. When we do the twists, our organs and abdomen muscles are squeezed. Once we release it, we flush with the fresh blood or vital organs, and they can take out of the toxins of the body. So it's really great posture to practice for detoxification. As we take our last inhale through the back of the heart, and with exhale, we're slowly making our way up to seated. Here we're just going to put palms in front of ourselves, and we roll to tabletop pose to get into child. So we're resting our hips, sinking them down deep towards your heels. Placing your forehead on the ground, and your arms are front or even along your body. You're welcome to use any props we showed before. And And slowly we're going to make our way to tabletop pose. So you put your palms to frame your face and push your torso up. Make sure that your wrists and shoulders are in one level, as well as your knees are underneath your hips. We're going to do a couple of cat and cow. So inhale, open your up, and as you exhale, you curve the spine, tilting the pelvis down, looking at your belly button. Inhale, open your chest, looking up, and exhale, untucking the toes. Tailbone pointing down, navel push towards the sky. Inhale, opening the chest, look up, arching the back. And as you exhale, we're going to roll the spine once more. Now we're going to bring the spine into the natural position. I'm going to use a padding for my knee here. We're going to step the right foot between the arms. I want my knee to be a little bit overstepping the ankle. And I'm going to use 2 blocks each side just to give me that extra support. As I'm going to sink down deep my pelvis, opening through the shoulders. Once you're happy with your shape, bring it back to your breath and beginning to soften. We are now stretching mainly the psoas, the muscle which runs from your groins to the lower back and is responsible for holding many emotions. Take in the last in-breath, and as we exhale, put your blocks on side, and very softly and gently, we're going to step our right leg back into downward facing dog. We tuck in the back toe and lift your hip back and up. Stretch your spine, stretch your feet. Just follow your own needs. Connect your body before landing our knees down to the ground and descending the pelvis towards your heels to rest in the child pose. Enjoy the supportiveness of the Mother Earth as it holds your pose, and you can release every muscle to sink down deep to the ground. And slowly, gently we move back to tabletop pose. I'm going to use the padding for my right knee here. I'm going to bring my left foot between my arms. Again, I'm liking to use my blocks here just to give myself a support in this pose, but you're welcome to stay with your hands on the ground. We're going to sink down deep the pelvis and soften with our breath. Allow your hips to sink down deep to the floor as you begin to soften with your exhales. Yin is a great tool for slowing down, because with every exhale you can deepen your shape. So it really gives you a chance to get into the posture with a right alignment, and by taking it slow, we're going to move our props on side. Place your palm down to frame your foot, tuck your back toe, and step once more to downward facing dog. Make any movements your body needs to do, rising your seat bones towards the sky, stretching your spine before dropping the knees down and sending the pelvis back towards the heels to our child pose. Take a deep inhale directly to the back of your heart, and then sign out with your mouth. Let go of any tension. Place your palms to frame your face, and once more lift your torso up to tabletop position. Then bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Bring in the sole of your right leg towards the left side of your yoga mat and walk that back leg away from you. Put any padding underneath your right hip to maintain that the pelvis is square with front side of your mat. And then you can allow your torso to drop down towards the ground. Stay receptive to any messages of your body. If your knee talks to you, maybe you need to align the position of your feet, or maybe you flex your foot. As well, make your upper body comfortable and relaxing your shoulders and relaxing your neck. Deep inhale, love and compassion for yourself. And exhale, love to the other and to the world. Experience taking of your inhale and balance of giving when you exhale. We all need a balance between giving and receiving, and balance and harmony between loving and being loved. With your next exhale, we're peeling off from the ground, and we bring in the back foot slowly to step around our right knee. We're going to build a twist, so I'm going to interlock opposite elbow, opposite knee. So it's our right arm, our left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale as you're creating a little bit of space. Push your belly button towards the spine. Slowly we're releasing the posture, returning the leg, tucking the back toe, and stepping to downward facing dog by lifting the hips up and back, opening your chest and lengthen through the spine. Fully exhale, and on your next inhale, we're going to drop the knees towards the ground, and we move directly into the other side of our sleeping swan. So bring in your left knee towards your left wrist and walk your back foot away from you. You can use any padding to support your left hip. Make sure that your back leg is straight, and then you might fold forward Again, use any padding, blocks, cushions you need to make your position comfortable. And maybe as me, you want to bring your hands into diamond pose. Just enjoy this present moment. Breathe into it. Relax in your experience and allow it to be a perfect moment as it is. Last deep inhale to the back of our heart before we starting to peel from the ground. We're going to bring the right leg front, bending knees, and step it over our left knee. We're going to do a twist here, so again I'm interlocking opposite elbow with opposite knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, you push your belly button towards the spine, creating more space for deepening your twist. Coming back to our downward facing dog, we return the right leg, tuck the back toe, and put the other leg back. We're going to lift the pelvis up and back. We're gently landing the knees on the ground, and with slow and mindful movements we make our way to get seat bones on the ground and getting ourselves into a lying position. We can stay here for a few moments in little Shavasana. Spread your legs about mat distance apart, relaxing your shoulders. Your palms can face up, and we just allow the spine to come naturally to its position. We're going to step the right leg on your right side and put your left ankle underneath the right. Reach the arms overhead and clasp your hands or elbows. With the buttocks firmly glued to the earth, move your upper and lower body on the right side even more if it's comfortable. Be careful to not twist or roll your hips off the floor. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, try to release all the muscle tension. Slowly and mindfully, we come to the center of our yoga mat to rest there in little Shavasana. Before putting our feet on our left side, maybe crossing right ankle above the left if that feels good to you, and stretching your arms above your head towards the left side. Again, feel free to explore the pose. Maybe you need support underneath your arms. Once you have your shape, just take inhale and let the exhale relax. With this deep side bend, we're stretching the stomach muscles, and in terms of meridians, a gallbladder which runs all along the side of the body. With our arms reaching overhead, we as well stimulate in a heart and lung meridians. To come out of the pose, place your feet close to your hips, bended knees pointing towards the sky, and just stay here for a little bit, allowing your spine to come to its natural position before bringing the knees towards the chest, and maybe you can as well lift your head all the way up, hugging your knees, relaxing your spine, and slowly you can drop your head down. We're going to do our final twist. I'm going to open my arms in cactus, just resting the shoulders on the ground while dropping my knees on the right side. As you can see, my knees are landed on the cushion. There is no important to have the knees on the ground. We concentrate on having the shoulders completely grounded and synced. Engage your abdomen muscles first, and then slowly rising the knees towards the sky, and we're getting ready for dropping the knees on our left side. Again, relaxing your shoulders, sinking them down deep towards the ground, and bringing back to your breath. Notice any sensation in your body, and just stay receptive. Again, to protect your spine, abdomen muscles are engaged, and then we rise in the knees towards the sky. Do any movements your body needs to do. Maybe you're hugging your knees before landing our feet on the ground. Spread them about mud distance apart. Relaxing your shoulders. Your arms are on the ground, very heavy, and your palms facing up. We're going to rest heavily on the Mother Earth, bringing a deep relaxation. You're relaxing your head, crown of your head, your eyebrows and eyes melt, relaxing your face, your cheeks, and you're going down, melting your neck and shoulders, your arms sinking down deep towards the ground. Completely relax your chest, melt your pelvis, continue downwards, moving through your thighs, knees, calves, and your ankles, your toes. Your body is now completely relaxed. You're more than welcome to stay in your Savasana for as long as you need to. Otherwise, you can stretch your arms above your head and stretch like some wild animal before rocking on our left side. In your own peace, make your way to seated position. In the seated, we're going to draw our palms together into Anjali Mudra and rest our thumbs on our chest. We're coming back to our intention. Just repeat your intention for a few more times before putting a lovely smile on your face. From my heart to yours, Namaste. I hope that you enjoyed this class and wish you a beautiful day.